Hello, my friends, and welcome back.
Yeah.
A man who was in prison for murdering his girlfriend has recently been released because he was too fat and can't be put on a proper diet behind bars. This took place in Italy. Now, instead of serving 30 years in prison, he's going to be on house arrest. Today, we're going to learn a little bit more about this story. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache. Hey, look, now I'm down here in the corner. How about that? 440-pound man convicted of slaughtering girlfriend over breadcrumbs in bed, freed due to prison's poor diet. Over breadcrumbs?
Bruh.
An Italian murderer is being released from prison in order to lose weight. While on vacation in 2017, Dimitri Fricano brutally stabbed his girlfriend Erica Preti 57 times. 57 times. I'm sure it was an accident, right? After she scolded him for leaving crumbs on the hotel bed and supposedly hit him with a paperweight. For leaving crumbs in the bed, dude. Why are we conforming to all the fat stereotypes right now? And she did not hit him with the paperweight, dude. Likely excuse. So she yelled at him for leaving breadcrumbs in the bed. And then he stabbed her 57 times, and now they're letting him out of prison because he got too fat. Dude, this is an absolute miscarriage of justice. What? What do you mean you're letting him out because he got too fat? What? Fricano weighed about 250 when he began his 30-year sentence behind bars. He's since ballooned to over 430 and requires a wheelchair to get around prison. Oh, then how come this is a picture of him standing and walking? His lawyers claim he suffers from bulimia and sleep apnea and that his obesity and chain smoking put him in danger of dying. You mean like that person that you killed? Who cares if you're in danger of dying? You killed somebody. And he seems to be walking just fine. What do you mean he needs a wheelchair? He's also got the bulimia. Okay, that is a damn good lawyer. That's all I gotta say. Can I get that guy's number, dude? Does he work in the US too? Alright, so here are some pictures with him and the person that he killed. Here's a picture of him being 440 pounds, I guess. This dude must be pretty tall, but he doesn't look wheelchair bound to me. Yeah, this is him right here. He doesn't look wheelchair bound to me. And over here. An Italian man who was serving 30 years in prison for murdering his girlfriend was recently released from prison because judges ruled that prison food didn't allow him to go on a diet behind bars. In 2017, Dimitri Fricano was arrested for killing his girlfriend Erica during a heated argument while they were vacationing in Sardinia. He originally told police that robbers had attacked and killed his partners, but as investigators found more and more holes in his story, he eventually admitted that he had been the one to stab her 57 times. Apparently, she had scolded him for leaving too many crumbs on the bed when eating, and he became so angry that he couldn't control himself. Oh my gosh. They should have said that he had Prader-Willi syndrome as a defense. 2 years later, he was put on trial for murder, but he only got convicted to 30 years behind bars in 2022 due to pandemic-related delays before being released this month for being dangerously obese and not being able to lose weight. Being dangerously obese? So stop giving him as much food. He's in a very controlled environment. If he's becoming morbidly obese in there, you guys are letting him buy too much commissary. You're letting him buy too many of those honey buns, too many of those ramens from the commissary. He's not getting morbidly obese from the meals that they serve all the other prisoners who are not morbidly obese, right? He's buying a lot of honey buns and other snacks like that in there and just eating them. You can buy a lot of commissary. I love this stock image right here of just a dude holding his gut. Is this him? Is this Dimitri Fricano right here? Oh, Dimitri, look at you. At the time of his conviction, Dimitri Fricano weighed 120 kilos, or 260 pounds, but over the next 12 months he ballooned to 200 kilos, or 440 pounds, a weight that doctors say puts him at high risk of cardiovascular disease. He reportedly cannot even get around the prison building without crutches or a wheelchair, and a court has ruled that his condition is incompatible with the prison regime, because prison makes it impossible for him to follow a low-calorie diet. Well, take away his commissary, like I said. You're not getting fat like that just off the food they're giving you. I want to know how I can get your lawyers, dude. These people can get you literally off for anything. Like, he killed people and he gets to go home because he ate too much? You ate too much inside of a prison, so now you get to go home. What do you think the family of the victim thinks about all this? They might get to see this guy out and about in town. How about that? What if they were to do something to him in retaliation and then go to prison? Could they just eat a bunch of honey buns and then get released from prison one day too? I guess that's how the justice system works in Italy. I don't know. He needs assistance that cannot be provided in the institution, a panel of judges ruled, adding that he cannot remain incarcerated because his obesity and chain-smoking habit put him at an imminent risk of dying. You mean like that person that he killed? What do you mean his chain-smoking habit? Why are you guys allowing him to chain-smoke? This is prison, right? You're supposed to be in there being punished for the horrible things that you did to other people. They're allowing you to smoke and eat all this unhealthy food until you become obese. What the heck? Note to self, if you commit any crime, make sure it's in Italy. Apparently prison is more like a summer camp over there. We're smoking cigarettes, we're eating honey buns, we're telling bedtime stories around a campfire. What are we not doing? Yeah, he looks like he can't get around the prison without crutches or a wheelchair. Dude, who are these lawyers, dude? How the hell did you get this guy out of prison? I literally want to know how this is possible. Like, this dude killed somebody. He's just slightly fat, and we're letting him out, dude. What? Una decisione che farà certamente discussa tomorrow. Wait, sorry, that's not English. Dimitri Fricano will now serve the rest of his time under house arrest in a town near Biella, a verdict that has infuriated his victim's family, I bet. Although the law states that, should Fricano's condition improve, he will return to prison. Erica's parents believe that is unlikely to happen. Yeah, he can just make sure that he doesn't lose any weight so he doesn't go back to prison. So this dude is literally in a position where if he loses weight, he has to go back to prison. So what are the odds that he's going to lose weight? He's going to keep eating whatever sort of sugary snacks or whatnot to keep being obese. He's like, if I lose a pound, they'll send me back to the slammer. Like, why are they doing this? He's not even that obese. This is him right here, dude. This is not that obese. This is not, I'm going to die if you don't release me immediately obese. The house arrest for Dimitri, it's a shameful decision, Erica's father told the Italian newspaper. When some friends let me know after reading it online that Dimitri had been placed under house arrest, a wound reopened. It was like receiving a stab to the heart. I think that not even the mafiosos receive this treatment. Yeah, what the heck? Who does this guy know? So that's completely insane. Why are we letting killers out on the street because they gained weight? He's not comfortable in prison. He killed somebody. Who cares if he's comfortable? I'm not sure why we're putting the health and safety of a murderer over the health and safety of a community and the victims for which he violated. So you guys just have this dude walking around your neighborhood now. Everybody's like, well, you know, it's fine, whatever. He did stab that chick 57 times at one time, but it's cool. He did gain a bunch of weight, so I guess he's learned his lesson. Let him out. Here's a picture of them on vacation. Here it says again, the couple got into an argument after Preti, on the right, scolded Fricano, left, for leaving breadcrumbs in the hotel bed. So you literally stabbed somebody to death for scolding you over breadcrumbs. And he wasn't even obese at the time. He later became obese. No one will give me back my little girl, but for us, the pain is still too strong for him to be released so soon, Preti's father, Fabrizio Preti, told the Italian newspaper. It was like receiving a stab to the heart. The pain is still too strong for him to be released so soon? So you're okay with him being released at some point, though? Personally, I think we need to bring back capital punishment. Fricano claimed that Preti struck him with a paperweight, which prompted him to grab a knife and stab her dozens of times. Initially, the man blamed his girlfriend's killing on robbers, but eventually he admitted his guilt. She insulted me for the bread and then hit me in the head, so I killed her, Fricano was quoted as telling the police. Fricano's defense lawyers said he suffers from severe medical conditions, including anxiety, depressive bulimia syndrome, personality disorder, and sleep apnea. Well, you know, sometimes sleep apnea will make you murder somebody, so, you know, I could see that being used as a very valid defense indeed. Fricano weighed 260 pounds in 2019 when he was convicted, but he now tips the scales at 440. I'm getting information from two different articles about this, so it might be a little redundant in places. Honestly, looking at this photo, I am not shocked that this person stabbed somebody 57 times. Just by looking at this picture, he looks like he would stab you 57 times. Maybe even 58. I'm sorry, that's not appropriate. I try to make jokes no matter what's going on. It's a disease that I have. I believe it's called irreverence, when you don't take anything seriously and you make jokes about stuff when it's not at all appropriate to do so. So, sorry about that. Doctors weighed in that Fricano is at a high risk of cardiovascular disease and needs to follow a special diet that the prison in Turin cannot provide. The Turin surveillance court judges agreed, concluding that Fricano needs assistance that cannot be provided in the institution. Well, you could take away his commissary and he would drop the weight, because they're not giving you enough food to make you obese in there, that's for sure. What do you think? Do you think this dude should have been released from prison because he ate himself into obesity? How do you think the family feels about this? Well, we already heard from the father, but in general, how do you think they would feel? How would you feel if somebody killed one of your family members and then they got released from prison because they kept eating and smoking too much?
We wouldn't stop letting him smoke and eat so much that now we can't breathe and move too good, so we had to let him out. What?
Is this a prison or a freaking country club?
Sorry, we wanted to keep him in there, but he didn't like it. He was like, actually, I don't really like it in here that much, guys. Could I go? We had to let him go. He wasn't really enjoying it in there. He said it sucked, so our hands were tied. All right, man. I guess I'm moving to Italy, and I can literally do whatever I want. Not that I would move a place just because I could kill people. That's not what I would do if I could do whatever I want, by the way. You're all like, dang, Cynical Dude, you're sick. You want to move to a place where you could kill people and get away with it? What a sicko. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I always gotta go too far, man. I always go too far, dude. I'm sorry. I should probably go. I'm sorry. No, I'll go. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I screw around too much, dude. Happy Monday, everybody. Please click the like button. 1 like equals 1 mustache combing. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.